welcome back. Yes, housework and airlines can both be domestic. Now, speaking of travel, airlines, we were having a little chat with Erez earlier, David, about travel and food. There's a link between travel and kippers. I may be drawing a long bow, but I'm sure you can get to the target.
Not to be confused with kippers for breakfast, nor kippers those who sleep, but in fact it's an acronym, which is a word that derives from initials, very popular with marketeers and focus groups. The word literally stands for kids in parents' pockets eroding retirement savings. And the travel link...
So there's the stay-at-home kids, basically.
It's the stay-at-home kids.
Who are stay-at-home adults.
The Gen Ys who never seem to leave the nest. And it's a great way to save for, you know, that first home loan or possibly the big trip. Sitcom is another one, which I'm sort of closer towards, and that's single income, 2 children, oppressive mortgage. So I'm in a different marketing group altogether.
Do you think somebody sits around and thinks up these titles? Because they're great words, aren't they?
They're very clever and very catchy.
Thank you, David. Well, let's have a look at the scores. Erez is on 7, Kashi is on 24 as we go into our next letter game. Erez, what would you like this time?
I'd like to start with vowel this time. Thanks,
I
Lily.
can help you out with that, Erez. Starting with an E.
And a consonant.
T.
And another vowel.
O.
And another consonant, please, Lily.
B.
And another consonant.
D.
And another consonant.
C.
And a vowel.
Another E.
And one more vowel.
I.
And one more consonant, please.
And lastly, L.
Let's start the clock. Erez, how did you go?
I got 6 letters.
And Kashi,
6 as well.
what was your 6 first?
Boiled.
And yours, Erez?
Toiled.
Toil and boil and toil and trouble, bubbles, all those things, David.
You can actually get coiled as well. So we've got a little triptych of rhymes.
Lots of oil words.
And I'm hearing that perfectly because decibel is the 7 that I found in that mix. But excellent, 2 good 6s.
So 6 each for Kashi and Erez. Straight on to more letters, and Kashi, your selection this time, please.
Can I have a consonant, please, Lily?
You can, thank you, Kashi. Starting with a D.
And a vowel, please.
E.
Another vowel, please. I. And another vowel, please.
A.
And a consonant.
S.
Another consonant, please, Lily.
N.
Another consonant, please.
P.
And one more consonant.
Another S.
And a vowel, please.
And to finish, another E.
And the time starts now. How many, Kashi?
6.
And Erez?
6 as well.
What was your 6, please?
Past.
And yours, Kashi?
Pained.
Pained. I hope that's not the case. It sounds like a good word.
It was
David.
a pained expression, but that's perfectly fine. Well played, Kashi, and of course, Erez with a past. Well done, and I really struggled with that one. I couldn't actually find a 7.
It's hard to believe.
I know. Or maybe I drew a blank.
A lovely score anyway for both Kashi and Erez. 6 points each. Erez on 19, Kashi on 36. Well, on to the next numbers game in just a moment, but I just saw out of the corner of my eye David go, oh! So did you just pick up a word there?
I did, and not just a 7, but an 8 in that last mix is dispense, which actually makes me even more empathetic towards the contestants on this show, because that took me 31 seconds to find, and you only get 30, and that's a lot of pressure. And I understand people blanking out. An easy thing to do.
All right, well, let's move on to that numbers game now. And Erez, it's time for your selection, please.
May I have 3 large and 3 small, please?
You may. Thank you, Erez. 3 large and 3 small. Starting with the smalls, 6, 9, and 10. And the 3 large, 25, 75, and 50. And the target to reach is 754.
Thank you, Lily. 30 seconds to get there. Erez, how close did you get?
I got 753.
Oh, just one off the target. Pretty good. Kashi?
I got 753 too.
Oh, OK. Well, both in exactly the same spot. But, Kashi, maybe take us through your method first.
Okay, first I multiplied 75 by 10 for 750.
75 by the 10 gives you 750.
Then I added 9,
Add the 9
759, and then I subtracted
and
6.
subtract the 3. So, sorry, subtract the 6, which gives you 3. Add that on is 753.
And Erez, was your method the same? Or
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same. Well, look, could you compare, just to verify with each other that you're taking the same approach? So both our contestants just one off the target, but how close could you get, Lily?
I got 754, and the problem here was getting the 4. And I'll just go to the side here. In order to get the 4, if you divide the 50 by the 25, that gives you the 2, and subtract the 2 from the 6, that gives you 4, and add, that gives you 4, and if you add that 4 to the 750, you get the target number.
A perfect result. Thank you, Lily. So 7 each for Erez and Kashi, bringing the scores to 26 for Erez, 43 for Kashi. As we go into our next brief break, of course, it's time for your second word mix. It is fine face. And the clue this time, this may well wake you up in the morning. See you in a moment.